The witching hour has come and gone, but the threats to magic in the DC universe only continue. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Justice League Dark issue number 5 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so this issue actually begins with something of a somber flashback. We see the day of Nightmaster's funeral when Detective Chimp Bobo actually ended up taking control of the bar. Jim Rook's funeral is a veritable who's who of power players in the magical universe, talking about what a great dude he was, all the adventures they had, how he'll be missed, but Detective Chimp just can't bring himself to enjoy the celebration of life. He just kind of wants to drink himself into oblivion, and that's just so sad, and a drunken chimp shouldn't be sad, it should be hilarious. Among the grievers is Blue Devil, someone with close ties to both Bobo and the original Nightmaster. Then there's the Phantom Stranger, an elder statesman of the magical universe. He's the one who actually gives the Nightmaster sword over to Bobo, saying that it's his job now to protect the magical world that Nightmaster spent his whole career protecting. It's made pretty apparent that Blue Devil wasn't very happy with this arrangement. He felt that he knew Nightmaster better, and as such the sword should have fallen to him. Now back in the present, our heroes are still picking up the pieces from the witching hour, and by picking up I mean literally mopping up all the people who were murdered at the Oblivion bar, and when I say they, I mean Tracy 13 is doing all the hard work. Bobo, even though it's his place and his responsibility, he just wants to continue drinking like a fish. That's why Zatanna and Wonder Woman really have to put the screws to him. They want to use the sword to try and get to that mystical magical realm that Jim Rook used to protect. Constantine had given the team a hot tip that it's in this mystical magical wonderland that they might just so happen to find some magic that could help them turn the tide against the battle with the other kin. Only Chimp doesn't want to go, and he most certainly doesn't want to take the rest of his team there. He's real cagey about the subject too, almost like he's done something wrong. Of course, Bobo doesn't get his way because asking for his permission to use the sword was really more of a professional courtesy, as Zatanna is powerful enough to work around the sword's enchantment and use it herself. Now, we did mention Constantine. Where's he at right now? Well, he's with his Vertigo brother Swamp Thing, and both of them are feeling pretty damn mortal right now. You see, the Parliament of Trees was destroyed in the witching hour, and John Constantine burned up the last of his demon's blood, which essentially means the next time either of these two die, they're gonna die for real. So obviously that means they're gonna play it safe, right? No, they're gonna do the exact opposite by challenging Dr. Fate, who we now know has turned against mankind and the magic users. Constantine pulls out all the stops, figuring that if he's mortal now, he's got nothing to lose, and he might as well go deep into the Necronomicons and the Books of Vile Darknesses to find some really powerful whammy-zammies. Fate is not impressed though, as he says he's been battling Lords of Chaos since the dawn of time and that this shouldn't worry him. Only here's the thing, all this dark magic wasn't really meant for Dr. Fate, it was only to try and get the attention of other beings as powerful as Fate himself, including the Phantom Stranger. Now back over with the rest of the team, they make their way to Myra, and it all becomes very apparent why Detective Chimp didn't want them coming to this place. Even though it was his job to look after the joint in Nightmaster's stead, he hasn't been doing a good job, and the whole place has become dark and corrupted, filled with zombies and yes, even a couple dragons. Geez, I'm sure he forgot to water the plants and take in the mail too at this rate. JL Dark rallies together behind Wonder Woman and manages to push back the hordes. They quickly discover though they're not alone, as a caravan of other armored individuals show up, led by, get this, Blue Devil. He's got a Conan the Barbarian makeover going on, complete with a big beard and a giant axe. He furthermore says that he told Bobo never to come to this place, that they had a pact, a shadow pact if you will. And it's on that note right there that the comic comes to an end, everyone. So that was Justice League Dark number 5, and I gotta say, I'm enjoying what James Tynion is doing with this series. Giving the spotlight to a character like Detective Chimp who doesn't always get it is pretty inspired. In fact, between this story, Injustice, and even that Tom Taylor little one-shot in Batman's Secret Files, Detective Chimp is getting a hell of a stealth push at DC Comics right now. I'm also happy to see Blue Devil get some more play here, not because I'm a particularly big Blue Devil fan myself, shocker, I know I usually love rooting for lower tier characters like this, but because I know other people really enjoy Blue Devil, and it's nice to see DC Comics remember he exists. In fact, James Tynion is offering up all sorts of deep cuts here, from basically coming out and saying, yo, remember when Swamp Thing and Constantine were in Vertigo comics, to hey, remember Shadow Pack? It's all really good, really entertaining stuff. I would give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in the market for some brand new comic book trades, maybe looking to get some of that Black Fridaying on, might I recommend Book Depository in the section down below. They are my favorite place to buy comic book trades. You will get a great deal, you will not pay a cent, and because of Black Friday sales, the savings are even better. Check them out, get some of the books I've been raving about, get your Batman White Knight, get your Marvel 2-in-1, get so many other books. I would appreciate it because a small bit of everything you buy there goes to support me in the channel. And with that, hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.